the mic. Ready? Ooh! All right.
Like a wounded hound dog.
It is KOP Columbia, 89.5 FM, 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon, and time once again for Open Mic Radio. We're going to get it rolling with one from our featured artist today. Here's a new one from Brian J. Check it out.
Passing you by on a dream, did you see me? Look, did you know I believed you died? Searching the mirror glass just to find you, as you quiver and look at the sky. To be loved, to be found, it would be stupid asking. To be loved, to be found, I should be lucky to be. I could break at the seams, cause the world around me. You keep me here, so I push you back. You keep me here, so I push you back. Understand, to stay away from me. You won't last long like this here. So get away before you find a reason to call me crazy. To stay away from me. You won't last long like this here. So get away before you find a reason to call me crazy. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. It's a melody, isolated like a point to heaven's breeze. Take a step back and then you see with me everything that you and me can be. Don't think around our reality. Chemical life is hard to see. I see the light when you're touching me.
All right, how about it? Welcome to the radio program, everyone. There's a brand new one from one of our guests today. His name is Brian J. We'll get to Brian in just a minute, but it's Open Mic Radio Saturday.
I gotta say, that was awesome.
Oh, sorry, I should turn your microphone.
Very.
It was great. All right.
Very heavy.
It is February 1st. Is it? Yeah. No. February 15th.
Hey, I'm gonna go back in time if you are, brother.
Wow.
Did you lose 2 weeks?
Man, last time we were on the air was the 1st of February. Anyway, it's good to be with y'all.
Hey, you just bought yourself 2 more weeks to get ready for Valentine's Day. Right?
How about it? Lots of great music in store for you for the next couple hours. I was thinking we may have a few friends dropping by, but the weather's getting kind of nasty out there, so it may just be me and Kurt and Dylan this afternoon with you. Anyway,
What are you
we'll
saying?
see.
It's a bright, sunshiny
we'll see
day out here, my man.
See if anybody else has the nerve to
trio.
come and join us. But
challenge
If
you.
you got that noise.
anyway, I'm glad you're with us. All right, we do
You
this
got
most
the
every
noise.
Saturday afternoon from 4 to 6 p.m. live
Except
music.
for the second Saturdays.
According
Yeah.
to Mike, it's Saturday, February 1st at 4 p.m.
All right. So anyway, live music and interviews with some of Missouri's finest musicians and bands. My name is Mike Hagan. I'm joined as usual by my good friend, Kind Kurt.
Hello!
We got Mr. Dylan McCord in the house as well.
Your
Shout out to our good friend Sealark. We're missing Sealark today. He's not feeling well, so we'll catch up with
Maybe
Clark
he's
next
up
week.
there with all of our good friends in Paris that are tuning
What?
in.
random
Maybe.
Well, it could be. Anyway,
Yeah.
glad y'all are tuning in. Thanks for
could
listening.
very
Anyway.
Love you.
possibly be.
Anyway, we are
Kisses.
enjoying ourselves this afternoon and looking very forward to the show. We've got Mr. Brian Johnson on the phone with us for a little bit this afternoon. He's making some great new music, and I'm actually going to make sure we got him here, and then I can continue with this. But you with us, sir, Brian?
Hi, how's it going?
Yeah, okay, cool. All right, it's going good. I'll be back with you in just a second, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, cool. So Brian J is making great music, and I'm happy to catch up with him today. He's been on the program a number of times
That last
over.
track was dope.
Yeah, he's amazing, and it's very it's different too. He does a lot of
Very
different stuff.
ethereal, very
I never
jazzy.
know really what to expect when he's doing stuff. But we'll find out what he's up to. He's got a new EP that is either out or coming out very soon. So anyway, we'll talk with Brian, hear a little bit of his new music. We may see from our good friend John Randall. Justin Hickerson may stop by.
Nice.
Anyway, that's about it, I think. All right. At some point, we'll try to do a rundown of some things that are happening around town tonight, and tomorrow, maybe later in the week. So if you get out there, have some fun. And if you got something going on, give us a call here at the studio, and we will share it with the rest of the folks. Okay. All right. We are down here as usual at the lovely KOPN facilities, 401 Bernadette Drive. Kind of nasty outside, but nice in here. We were off the
Lovely.
air. We were off the air last week. We actually, I was on the air, but I was engineering for Big Cat Matt last week, so I got to actually sit behind the board here while he produced the Rockabilly Corner show last week. It was awesome. The week before that, we had an awesome live remote with Lemon Settlement, and they had a tremendously cool performance. Kurt performed a few songs. Dylan performed a couple. We had a couple songs from the Daves, the original Daves, being Dave Durnley and Dave Angle. Yep. And then a couple just beautiful songs from Drew Baxter, who I'm very excited
that
about.
Dude's just got so much good songs, and the Daves.
Yeah.
I mean, these are all family.
More
Anyway, really
incredible
cool,
songwriting.
really good stuff.
Great show.
It was a lot of fun. If you missed it, you can get the podcast. All right, it's out there and pretty cool. All right.
And keep track of where we're doing live things from.
Yeah, we're going to be doing more live remotes out and about.
Somewhere, somehow.
Yeah, we're working on some things. So, anyway,
Dangs.
a couple more things. We'll get back to the music. All right. Big thanks to Peter Rabbit. He's grooving on the one mic from 2:00 until 4. The latest in the legends in hip hop and R&B. Wonderful stuff from Pete every week. Before that, Morgan and a Motherland Jam. We got the helm until 6:00. After that, of course, we've got Rashumba and a reggae party coming at you from 6:00 to 8:00. Just the most awesome in roots rock reggae music right here from Central Missouri. Okay, so that's coming up. We have from 8 to 11, Chris with Blues on Broadway, and another fantastic program. And then Midnight Journey, what is the one from Rhythms of the Future, actually, from 11:00 until, I think they go till 1 or so. But anyway, great stuff around the clock here on KOPN, all right, your imagination station from here to your ear, 89.5 FM. We are streaming at kopn.org. All right, Kurt's here, we got Dylan here, and we got Mr. Brian J on the phone, so let's do that and say hello to Brian J. Hi, man.
Hey, how are you guys?
Hello, Brian J.
What did you guys think of that last track there?
I love it. I love
was
it. Love
dope,
it. Love
dude.
it. That
Dope,
was
dope,
awesome.
dope.
So,
That was a wonderful
Kurt's
departure.
Kurt's heard your stuff before. That was
Fresh to me.
That was
Fresh to
that
me.
was the first time that Dylan McCord in the studio with us has ever heard your stuff. So I was
that's awesome.
I was trying to explain that well, first of all,
You're
you and I have
super young.
well, we've known each other for a few years now. I guess you were just getting out of high school, I think. Not to date it or anything, but you're a young artist. You've been producing and writing and doing your own stuff now for quite a few years, though, because I think it's been at least 3 or 4 since you and I.
It's been probably 9 in total, if we're getting down to it.
You were like starting at 11 years old, 12 years old?
Yeah, I was starting out really early.
That's dope.
Were you at Hickman, Brian? I forgot.
No, I went to Rockbridge.
Rockbridge. Okay, yeah. Were you a part, or did you participate or know anything about that that Darkroom Records project?
Yeah, so I was in a
Nice.
band, and we did a battle of the bands through Darkroom, and we actually ended up winning that.
No way.
Where was the Battle of the Bands at?
It was at Rose Music Hall.
Yeah, and they would do them at Social Room. They did them every year for quite a while. I'm guessing they still do them.
Did they really?
What,
That's
what year
cool.
was that?
Oh man, I don't even know.
I-
I'd have to go back and look at a photo.
I might
Like,
have
see
been
what
there.
date it's
When did you graduate though?
from. 2021.
21. All right, so you're 4 years out. All right, cool. All right, so new music, and we started the show with a song called "We." Tell me about what you've been up to, and for the people that aren't familiar with your stuff, you do have a lot of different styles that you incorporate into your music, and
I definitely like the
like this was more
The way you're
like,
branching out on
almost
this
sort
one,
of
brother.
I could
almost
totally
sort of
hear
jazzy.
your record
hip
collection
hop,
almost.
jazz kind of fusion thing.
Right. I definitely try to stay more versatile. I always started out with rap music, shifted into hip hop from that, and then from there into R&B. And nowadays, I'm making a lot more pop, electronic, experimental. Honestly, I'm just trying to rip the barriers off of what I'm doing and just create music that I
Dope.
love to make.
I
You
love
know?
that you're just going where your soul takes you, brother. I mean,
Right.
You're not afraid to try.
I think that's
would
the
love
way
to-
that I'm
I would
gonna
love to see
go.
your
record
beautiful.
It works for
collection.
me. Thank you. I appreciate that.
So you moved from Columbia out to the western part of the state recently.
Yes, sir.
And tell me a little bit about the move and what it's meant for your music, and tell me what it's like in the scene in the Kansas City area.
Well, I'm actually up here in Warrensburg at UCM.
Warrensburg, yeah.
They have a really sick music program, and I'm in the music technology program in my second semester right now, actually. So, I'm trying to eventually do some really big stuff that I'm not going to talk about quite yet, but I would love to have like a record label or, own my own studio, freelance production. There's a lot of stuff that I have in my mind. So I'm excited to see where this degree can take me, as well as, what I'm doing on my own.
What's the nature of the stuff that you're learning?
The nature of the stuff
Like,
that
is
I'm learning
it
more
primarily
so like,
technical, or is it?
Yeah, it's really technical, like mic placements,
Production
acoustics,
and
mixing, mastering, learning how to use Pro Tools, stuff like that.
All right, fantastic. Yeah.
Well, you should make
Excellent.
sure you reach out to me because I know a dude that knows all sorts of stuff about that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. I
Oh,
would
that's
love
me. I know that stuff.
So Dylan, if,
Well, I
if
guess
you're
I'll
not,
have to reach out to you.
you'd
Yes,
probably,
please
you'd
do,
Probably,
man. I
you'd
love your music.
You probably know him if you
Thank you so much.
if you saw him. But Dylan did sound at the Blue Note for 15 or 20 years, and
Oh, really? That's awesome.
and he.
he's sitting at his portable soundboard right now,
and
the
some-
little
and
magic
some of the
machine
shows that
he
you-
is,
I'm a
Uh,
total nerd,
actually, I
and I,
would- I would-
totally love interesting things.
Yes.
There's a good chance that you actually
generously donated his
engineered
time and his
for
equipment to
bumming
help
or
us
back when
Blah,
vastly
blah, blah, blah,
improve.
blah, blah, blah.
Back during the
your
bumming
music's
days.
dope.
Our,
You're young, and I want to be part of it. So, let me know what I can do to help.
I would love to get in contact with you after the show, for sure.
Yeah,
Definitely.
We'll do that. I'll put you guys in touch. All right.
Please do.
All right,
Yeah.
dude. So, what was that a part of the plan all along to go to actually get a degree? In sound
I always
engineering
thought
or
that I
whatever.
was going to make it without, doing the college thing. I always thought the college wasn't for me. And, just after taking time away, I realized, I was going to go to school to be an accountant, something like that. And I was like, I'm selling myself short because I know no matter what, I'm always going to be making music. So
Yeah.
why not just
Find out
make
all the
it my
things you can
career and really
do there.
invest in myself,
Right,
mixing
right.
sound, recording sound, finding ways to make sounds cool.
Exactly.
Learn it all.
I mean,
The
because I
opportunities
know I
that'll
have the
present
talent
itself
for it,
to
but-
you will vastly
Yeah, don't head in the
improving,
direction you're not supposed to, man. You're a musician and engineer, and if you enjoy the creativity that brings,
Exactly.
just go that
like
direction.
I couldn't imagine myself not being in this field if I wasn't making music or especially electronic production. I would love to show you guys at a show what I'm doing recently because I've moved on from just doing being a vocalist on stage. I want to bring in technology and performative aspects.
Dude, you're dope.
Yeah,
You're
no,
dope.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's dope.
That doesn't surprise me at all. You've got an artsy sort of head anyway, not just
You
not
got a
just on
sparkle
the
in your
music
voice when you
on the
talk
music
about it.
side. So, the new
Helped me a lot. Thank you.
the new EP is it titled?
Yeah, it's out.
What's it called?
Did you have it? Is
It's
it?
called "I'll Tell You When."
I'll tell you when. All right, there's 3 tracks on it. We heard
5 tracks, but I sent you 3.
Oh,
You'll
okay.
have to listen to the other ones on your own.
Well, I'm-
Clarification.
3 is
Are they,
a
is
magic
key.
number.
how clean are they?
They're all clean.
That's why.
Nice.
I only didn't
Is that why
send
you always had the 3?
Well,
I mean,
no, there's another clean one, but only one on the EP is explicit.
All right. Well, those are. I can probably find those online as right.
Oh yeah.
I've got
Spotify,
a new one,
iTunes,
man, that
Apple
I'm getting
Music,
ready to
YouTube.
debut live on the air, actually, and it is, I'm just going to let the cat out of the bag.
Oh, please
It is
do.
exclusively, explicit lyrics. There's not one word in it that is not, but anyway, you'll hear
Only
that later.
4-letter words of the very negative
Well, no, there's a
persuasion.
few
Hold on,
five
you
in
guys,
there.
you
There's
guys, you guys. Hey, Brian, what's the how can I find it online? Because I'm not looking for Bummy anymore, right?
Yeah, you're looking for Brian J.
And
I was Bummy for 7 years, but it's Brian J now.
We
okay.
have worked together.
that's what I thought.
I recognize the name.
I knew you'd
Yeah.
probably engineered a show for him.
Oh, yeah.
Probably at Rose or something. So, can I find it on online somewhere?
Yeah, definitely. You can find my music as Brian J. Look up "I'll Tell You When" and it'll definitely pop up. You'll find the album. You'll find me. If you want to find me on Instagram, if you want to reach out to me, if you're an artist, I also do production. It's brianj.music on Instagram.
Dope.
All right, let's see if I can find this. I'm sorry, one more time. It's "I'll Tell You When," right?
Yeah, I'll tell you when.
Brian J.
Brian
what's
J.
the address?
Music.
Yeah, Brian J. Music. There we
There.
go.
Okay, got it. All right, cool. All right, so tell me about recording. Did you do it all?
All in
like you
studios
don't-
all in studios for this.
Were you
because
working with
now I
other
have
people?
access
Because
to
normally you do it
tools.
all. Normally you do it all on your own. Are you working with other people?
So
Or is it? And was it part of your educational
Yeah,
process?
you're doing it all up there in that
that's
area?
great questions, honestly. So 2 of the songs on the project, actually 3 of the songs on the project were initially stemmed from projects that I was doing at school because I was already putting a lot of time into them. So I was just able to, really flesh them out into some really beautiful pieces that I like. But
Yeah,
I was actually able to use studios with really nice music gear, so the audio quality with the microphones is really great. A lot of the production is exponentially better. I just keep working on that more and more. So every single time you listen to my new stuff,
Who are you working with
it's gonna be
for,
better.
for those projects?
Yeah. Is there anyone that we might know? Who name some of the folks maybe that you're working with out there?
my fiance is on the first one.
Oh, she's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
What about on the school side?
The engineer or studio
On the
side?
school side, a couple session musicians, a guitarist, a drummer, and a piano player on that first song. We shout out Caleb, Zach, and Dom.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
So you're meeting other musicians as well and being able to come up with some new collaborations.
That's a very fun part is, getting to hear not only other people's musicality, but being able to hear fresh ears on my music. And,
And
people
you
being
end up,
like, wow,
you
the
end
kid
up with
making
this
really good
interesting
too.
intersection with where you thought you were going to play it, but then you hear what they're playing and you change it just slightly and it becomes a new thing.
Yeah, and just playing live with people,
Yeah.
that's been a whole new experience recently. Like actually jamming with electronic instruments. It's fun.
Are you doing like
man?
jam with electronic sounds, improv with electronic sounds?
So-
Did I-
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
okay, so what's it
That's
like? What's
dope.
it look like? Does that mean you have like a little like you're using like What's the
samples and.
So
and
I use a
trigger.
Launchpad,
Yeah.
which is made by Novation. It's kind of like a big pad device, and then I also use like a little mini keyboard and a Kai and
So
K3.
is that along the lines of
Yeah.
like Ableton or whatever that people
Yep,
talk about?
Yep. So I use Ableton for a lot of my live stuff.
Yeah.
That
So it's all
it just
MIDI,
has
so
a
you
way
just
better
control
workflow.
the trigger situations for each of those sounds. Or
Exactly
runnings.
right.
Yeah.
So I try to use a lot of parameters, and I, end up taking up a lot of space on the project file. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, tracks they cost a lot of disk space. if you
CPU.
will.
Yeah.
Right.
Right on. All right. Well, what do you think we play another one?
I say we
Yes,
should.
please.
Pick your poison. Either Curse Me or The Mess. I think they're both great tracks.
All right. Let's
How
go with
about
let's go with the
Asbestos?
mess. We'll go with the mess, and then we'll play Curse Me a little bit later in the show here, and then I'm probably going to use Doorways to close the program out. Even if you're not with us at the end of the show, we'll save that one for last, though. Okay.
Oh, awesome. Okay, cool.
All right.
that's
well,
Enjoying this. Thanks, Brian.
very
J.
cool. So, what you want
Thank you, guys.
you want to mention
forward.
anything, or you want to say anything about this track before we play it?
Hey, this is it's called The Mess because this process is messy. This song is a little messy too, so I hope you like it.
Well played.
All right. It's Brian J. New music on Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. This one's called The Mess. All right, new stuff there from Brian J. You can
I
find
love the diversity of all that.
very,
I love
very
where,
cool.
like again, I like where he just goes where where his heart takes him.
Yeah, and I can
Whereas,
totally
you know,
hear your record collection. I can
that's-
hear the
I
little
love
bits of influence from all the things you've grown up with.
So let's ask quickly.
I'd say that's a little closer to what I'm accustomed to from like the closer akin to the bummy.
I don't know. I don't think so at all. I think that was like techno.
Well, that's
It
true.
reminded me of my
EDM.
That's
90s.
just my association.
Let's try not to
with it.
talk over each other, please.
Yeah.
All right, we got a lot going on. All right, that's all. All right. So for me, yeah, I mean, hip hop, R&B, and rap is what I would associate with typically.
Yeah, definitely with my earlier
Bobby.
stuff.
With the earlier
And I
stuff.
definitely am,
Yeah.
I agree. It's definitely more.
But
But the other
yeah.
had a little bit more of a jazz kind of element floating in and out of it.
Yeah, I
That-
actually played trumpet on that piece.
on the first track, the one that is called
Yeah,
We.
yeah, on the first track.
and
Yeah.
very well, may I add, because
Totally reminded me of my 90s punch the air goth club dancing scene.
Yeah, that
I
definitely
used to
felt.
do.
That definitely, I felt some club action in that one for sure.
Yeah, this one is definitely a little bit more energetic than the other one. The other one's a bit more somber and emotional.
So when you're recording that one, that's primarily an electronic piece, or are there traditional instruments involved?
No,
there
that's
as well?
primarily an electronic piece. That was almost all, just made within a DAW.
Are you
Right,
kind of approaching these pieces that you're doing like from a like when you go into like the first one, you're thinking like, well, I'd like to I've got some jazz elements. I'd kind of like to do a song with this and that. Where you start like that with that, and or like this last one where you're like, yeah, I definitely am wanting to see what I can do more along like a techno type kind of vein.
In the weirdest way, it really doesn't stem from much. I feel like I just start creating at a random point, and I go from there. I never
then
know
it's
what it's
just
going to
where
be. I mean, sometimes, that's why school is helpful. I get to work with prompts, because I normally don't do that with myself. So it forces me into situations
What do you
where I
what do
get
you
to
mean by
learn
that?
more.
So they tell you, okay, write a song about this or do something.
You
that
have to use so-and-so acoustic instruments. You have to record a stereo track using, this and this. It just makes you
It's just a way to
incorporate
make
more
sure
technical
you figure
stuff
out
when you-
where your pathways are coming from and
Right.
how to incorporate a
Yeah.
stereo field with this instrument versus that instrument, and make sure you can get.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so,
electronic
you just
information
learn
in.
that you're learning a lot more while you're making this piece, and so that's what I really
Yeah.
enjoy about it.
Dude, it was real cool to listen to the way you were shifting stuff around in the stereo field and working with the texture elements.
That's a big thing that I've learned is, panning. A lot of artists really, really kind of lose that aspect in their music, and they just focused on a monophonic field. And I just feel like if you
And it's real easy just to kind of shift one element of the EQ thing over to the left, one EQ to the right. So when you're listening to it, you just kind of feel like in this
Exactly.
circular space.
Exactly. It just creates more of an atmosphere.
Hey, Bryce. So when first of all, are you doing any performing there? And if you do, are you working with anyone? Like, do you have a regular band that you're playing with?
Not a regular band yet, but I'm still trying to find some more people that want to do some shows up here. I got a couple things planned. I've already done a show or two up here in Warrensburg, and I've actually got a show planned in April, I think April 18th, Cafe Berlin with The Park, myself,
Those cats are
Kareem,
dope.
and
Kareem's
who else
dope,
is on
yeah.
the lineup?
Cool.
Sweet.
All right, that's the 18th of April.
That'd
Dude,
be a
hit me up.
Friday.
Yep,
I'll
18th
leave.
of April. But
18th.
the date is in question right now, so
Let's see.
we
It's a
can revisit
Friday.
That's
that.
a Friday. Yeah. Okay.
Because we were talking
Yeah.
about possibly doing a remote the next day, I believe, on the 19th.
We actually are doing a remote at Gumbo Bottoms on the 19th down in Jeff City.
Dope.
So
As with
Steve
everything we
Ranke's
do,
spot.
I'm never quite sure exactly
right. Well, that's the way
what we're going to do.
That's the way it
even
rolls,
when we
kinda,
think we know
so.
what we're going to do.
All right, so yeah, I could see you putting a band together at some point, and you're doing a lot of collaboration, and you like to work with other vocalists, and you've
definitely.
you've had a couple of really talented female vocalists in the last couple of times that we've talked. Who did you say your girls was recording on this last one with you?
Yeah, on that first track.
Right on. Is she particularly musically inclined, or did you just engage her for this one project?
I think she is. She would say she's not.
She doesn't have the faith
I
yet.
love incorporating
Give
her
it
in
to
my
her.
music because we do
It'll
have a
sound
lot
really
of vocal
good.
chemistry.
Yeah, cool. All right. Well, let's listen to Curse Me, all right?
Yeah, that sounds great.
And then we'll come back and talk a little bit more about that one. And how are you for time?
Pretty good. I can stick around for about 10 more minutes.
Yeah, okay. We'll play this one. We'll come back, chat a little bit more, and we'll say toodaloo, all right?
All right, sounds good.
Don't you mean Tara DeLu?
Tara DeLu. All right, it's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. We've got Brian J. on the line with us. If people want to find you online, are you doing social media, that kind of stuff right now?
Yeah, brianj.music. That's at Instagram. And you can find me, Brian J, on all streaming platforms. Look up I'll Tell You When, my newest EP.
Right on. Okay, it's Brian J. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. I got Kurt. I got Dylan here in the house. We're going to hear this one from Brian called Curse Me. All right. Yeah, very cool stuff from Brian J.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, that sounds like it should be like
Right.
a soundtrack or
should be.
but that could fit perfectly into like a movie or
Yeah.
something. It just feels like
He's
it.
told that so much, and I would love to do that.
Have you been contacted by Tom Cruise's film company or whatever already? Or?
No,
but
I'd
along
probably like to be.
but along those lines, actually, do you have people kind of up there that are taking courses and stuff that are more along the lines of like film and that you're also like connecting with or whatever that you
Yeah,
encounter?
definitely. I actually got to do a performance video on YouTube that was really cool. It was called Soundscape. You can check that out if you're on my Instagram.
Yeah, I'm
Right
looking
on.
forward to that. Because, yeah, that's what this all brings to mind, man.
So-
I mean, like,
You want to tell us something about Curse Me?
Yeah, Curse Me is a cool song. It's very witchy. Kind of wanted it to feel like you're under a spell of some kind. It's like all MIDI instruments, no acoustic. The drums are all MIDI. So that's very contrasting to the first song, which had like basically all acoustic instruments.
Yeah. That one was harder to tell though that it was electronic, all of it. Some of the tracks in that actually sounded like they could easily have been a played instrument.
Well, that's the goal.
Yeah. All right. Very
The samples are gotten so good
Very
over the
cool.
last decade.
Do you? Let's talk about that. Do you sample and what's like the I'm always curious about the legal side of that too. Like, can you just grab
I
a chunk of
don't
somebody's
really
song
sample.
and include it in
I don't really
yours? I don't.
As
sample
think
long as
anymore.
you're not grabbing melodies, if you're just grabbing nodal sounds, it's not part of that playing.
Yeah, see. That's what I do. Is I try to. If I'm doing that, I'm very much manipulating the sample in a way that it's normally not getting picked up in the song, or where it doesn't even sound like a sample.
And you're not taking a line of music.
No,
just using a sound.
and if I do, yeah, like.
But sometimes
on Doorway.
you'll hear a whole melody or
Right.
whatever.
That's where
Right?
it gets.
Right.
That's where it gets squishy. Is
Yeah, so the only piece that has a sample on the project is Doorways, and it samples this song called We Have Love by a band called Amnesty. And you wouldn't know that it sounds like the song at all because I'm basically just taking chops of their vocal jabs and turning it into a completely different melody with a completely different tempo.
All right. All
And
right.
it's pitched up and distorted, so...
adding a little pepper, a little paprika, and some
Yeah,
grandma
a
lovin'.
little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Okay. All right. Well, it's an art, I guess. Like everything. Dylan and I were talking earlier today about how when you deal with a professional in any particular field, it doesn't matter if it's music or if it's engineering or if it's an airline pilot or whatever. Professionals, the attention to detail and the understanding of the deeper parts of whatever it is that you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's a real thing.
You have to nerd out, and you have to break it apart, and you have to take it into that thing that makes it yours.
I agree. I definitely agree. Because if it's not yours, then what is it?
It's someone else's.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Well, and we all have influences, and there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, putting your twist on it.
But if
Well,
you're gonna,
that's
if
gonna
you're
come
gonna
through
show your
no matter
influence,
what,
wear
yeah.
them on your shoulder,
No question about it. Yeah. So.
Definitely.
Well,
dude.
all right, dude. Well, look, it's been
I
a
love
pleasure.
it.
I
I
love
love it.
catching up, and I'm
Keep it
real,
up,
real
brother.
pleased with what you're doing, and just keep it going. Stay in touch with me, and we're an open invitation for you here, and we're always happy to talk with you and share your new music with people. So.
Absolutely.
It is a pleasure to be on the show every single time, Mike. I can't wait to be back in person with you guys at the studio
Hey,
soon
when
enough.
you are,
Yeah,
just
next time
pop
you come
in,
back to
the
town,
door's open.
we'll figure out a way to get you in here, and we'll do some live stuff.
Yar. Hit me up.
Sounds
And
good.
actually, we should think about this later in the year. To actually plan a performance. You can come here and actually do a performance at the station.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I would love to do that.
Yeah. Okay. Right on, my brother. Take care of yourself. Okay. I'll talk to you off the air.
All right, you too.
All right.
See you later,
Cheers.
guys.
All right. It's Brian J. Hey, one more time. People want to find you.
BrianJ.music on Instagram and Brian J on all music platforms. If you got that bumper, you can hit us out with it.
I haven't downloaded it yet, but I will. Okay.
You have
Okay,
a
sounds
bumper.
All right. Take care, Brian.
Take care.
All right. It's Brian J. Awesome stuff from Kansas City. Well, no, Warrenton. Anyway, I love it. Very, very cool. Find him online, okay? All right, it's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. We got Dylan McCord in house. Got Mr. Karen Kurt with us. And Kurt and Dylan are both going to play some songs for us. I think we got plenty of time to kind of mess around a little bit.
We're gonna do some things and some stuff.
Why don't you just do that? All right. And
you got my channel turned up yet?
Yeah, you're. Oh, let's see. I do not. But give me one moment here, and I will. Give me a check there.
Have something right now.
Yeah, there we go. I will.
Disappearing under the desk.
I'll let you guys kind of
grab my pick.
Let me let you guys kind of get comfortable for a second, and I will quickly say that
Going down below to the cellar right now.
True False is back in downtown Columbia, February 27th through March 2nd, bringing nonfiction films, immersive and interactive art, and music showcases all weekend long. More information and passes available now at truefalse.org or at the Ragtag Cinema box office. All right, True False, incredible, legendary now arts festival and film festival. It's been, how long has True False been around now? God, it's close to 20 years now.
It's close to like 55, 75,000 years.
75, give me 80,
15
85.
or 16.
327
I don't think it's 20.
years.
It's probably 15.
No, it actually probably is close to 20 because I mean I didn't do it the first 2 years, but I think I did it from year
I didn't
3
do it.
on.
Oh, did you actually?
Yeah, no, I did was doing True False at.
Well, you doing
Blue
sound
Note.
for them?
Yeah, I was
because there's a lot of music that's associated with that.
Yeah, at Blue Note, at the Blue Note, there's the after parties, the shows,
still to this
the
day.
movies.
Hey, are we
the comedy
are we
thing.
having trouble with Mic 4 again?
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah, that mic's got a cable
That
problem.
thing's always acting up.
Now here.
I will fix it.
All right, we'll
Here's Mike
take
Ford.
that under
Oh, there's no Mike Ford.
advisement.
He doesn't.
Okay.
Dylan does
But
not
it kind of comes
like Mike Ford.
No, and
Three's a magic number.
We've
I
had
will
trouble
admit.
with that one before as well.
I'm
All right,
first
so,
to say three's a magic number.
The phone lines are open, and we've got plenty of time to take a call if you guys want to call and say hi or talk about anything that might be on your mind. But we're going to hear some music from my
Taco
friends
belt.
here.
Who's got a taco belt?
I got a taco belt.
All right, man.
I only wear it when I go to Taco Bell.
I ain't going anywhere.
Loosen
near
it
your
up.
belt.
I couldn't tell you the last time I've been to Taco Bell, and I'm glad I can't tell you. All right.
No, I thought.
Thanks again to Brian J. Great stuff. I'm real happy about what he's doing, and super talented young guy making his way up there in the music.
Dude, yeah, man, that was really dope. Like I could
awesome.
really hear a
But I've-
whole lot of influence.
He's always been talented. He's always been a
He would
great
come down.
producer.
He would come
and-
down here for for like we used to have him come down pretty much every time there was a holiday.
Yeah.
And he was working under the moniker Bummy, and we had a Bummy Christmas, Bummy
yeah,
Easter, Bummy Halloween.
I'm 98% sure that I did a lot of stuff with him at the Blue Note, and I remember the name, and even from when he was really young.
Yeah.
It was all kismet too. It was like never really intentional, you know.
No,
it's
he's-
just like and it's like, well, that's the holiday, so of course Bummy's gonna be.
Yeah, so he's really solid, and I like what the young folks are doing. So with that in mind, keep us on the radar. If you've got new music, if you're a band up and coming, if you're an artist that wants to. Finally, if you've been playing in your bedroom for years and want to take it out in public now, get a hold of us here at the radio station. My email address is mikehagan@mikehagan.com. You can find it on the website as well. And we'd be glad to listen to your stuff and maybe share it with other people, right?
Yeah.
That's the goal here.
And absolutely, if you have a thing that you're passionate about and we have a way to help you, please ask us how.
That's the way to do it, right? So, all right, well, Dylan, you look like you're ready to play a song or two, and Kurt, I imagine you're ready whenever you're ready. So let's just do that. We've got we're about 4:47, about an hour and 15 minutes, and we're just going to rock and roll and talk a little bit. And once again, the phone lines 573-443-8255 if you want to call and say hi, and we'll chat in between music. Okay. All right. Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. We are on the web at kopn.org. I got a smile on my face because I'm happy to be with my buddies here. And let's just have some music. Dylan, why don't you play something for us?
I will. There's a song I've been working on called Hold Your Guns, and I'm not totally sure about exactly what I'm talking about when I sing it, and it's still on its process, but what I know and what I'm trying to convey when I sing this song is, what are the things you sacrifice to hold on to your guns? try to find our way through this life, we hold our guns so close to the right, we feel our way through time. We arm ourselves with the fears that break us inside. We hold our lives through this time, you see. And this time is ours to find our way through all of these weeds. We will not hear all that we're scared. We rise and fall. Oh, till we find what we need. Wrestle with our insecurities and find our harm, how harm we've been. I'm here, go there, and we see what it really means. But we walk all this time just to find all of the meaning in the lost way inside. But we feel so much closer to our time, and we wrestle with the reasons that we've lost inside. I will not bow down and suffer from all the wrong, and I will come out swinging, swinging. When we try to find our way through this life, we hold to our guns like it's the only kind of right. We hide and wonder what might have been. We try all the words, but keep the fear within. But we own our time, and we wrestle with this life, and we honor our name with what we try to do right. I will not bow down from all the things I know is wrong, and I will come out swinging as long as I'm around. Now is the time to wrestle with all those fears and take it on here and climb to what we know is really here.
Yes, sir. All right. Dylan McCord. Dude, you know, I don't think I've ever asked you about your vocals. It's one of the things that most people talk about when they talk about your performances. You're an interesting guitar player, but your vocals are very unique. And did you sing Like, have you been trained? Like, do you ever do theater and that kind of stuff? Because you can really blast it out like without a microphone, and that's usually a taught thing.
Yeah, no, I absolutely did a lot of theater, and one of the very first things that my theater teacher said is you have to perform to the little old deaf lady in the back row, and you have to do it without amplification. So when you speak your words and you say your stuff, and you have to present it that way. And then I did, choir and yes. Short answer. Okay. I did all of that stuff.
Yeah. It has served you well.
It's very fun to play with when you get to write lyrics and emote emotions and know that it's the way you present the word into a microphone in a system in a song. It's all crucially important to conveyance.
Is Kurt? Hey, Kurt. Maybe he's taking a break for a minute. Okay,
he's poofed.
Well, we'll have you. Maybe you play another one, and then we'll get Kurt to play a song or two. All right.
Dope.
We'll just do a little round robin. We'll just go back and forth. You guys
kind of feeling Religion of One.
It's one of my favorite songs. So, and it's for people that have listened to the program, over the last 6 months or so. It's one that maybe you might even be familiar with it. He's played it a couple times, and it's actually nice when you actually know it. So, anyway, Dylan, do it for us. Religion of One. You want it? You've probably
say a few words.
Yeah, you've probably explained, but let's do it for those who aren't familiar.
There's more context about the importance of the relationship of me and Mike with this song, and the ability for me to turn into a person who would speak more highly about the musical relationship with my emotions than the non-ones. But this song in particular is about reaching out and finding your reason for right. There's a lot of discrepancy in a place where your God, my God, are in a mortal battle, and it has never served humanity right. So I wrote a song about it to try to sort out what that relationship was in the brain of us humans, because it's really jacked up right now. Anywho, this is a song called Religion of One.
Drag Mike 3 over and point it at your guitar, please.
Is this one not going in?
This one. Yeah, we're good. But that one I want to use too. Okay, there you go. Good. Then you can use that one for vocals primarily. All right, once again, Dylan McCord, Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia.
Nope, wrong song. Into town with a suitcase in hand, said he's gonna sell me the way to the promised land, and he would proclaim he knew my name, a sinner, a heathen, the damned, it's all the same. Well, what gives you the right to question my life? How I see God, why I stand and fight. The religion of one is the religion that's just for me. I seen on your lawns a message of hate, left to prove your worth in a world that won't wait. When I do not understand how it all makes the world plans, how we lost our love and trying to take a stand. The religion of one is the religion that's just for me. Well, I am what I am, not what you want me to be. The religion of one, the religion that's just for me. Well, I am what I am, not what you want me to be. Don't come to my door, try to preach me your lines. Well, I didn't ask for your opinion, and I know you didn't ask for mine. Don't come to my door and preach me your lines. I didn't ask for your opinion, and I know you didn't ask for mine. The religion of one is the religion that's just for me. Well, I am what I am, not what you want me to be. The religion of one, the religion that's just for me. Well, I am what I am, not what you want me to be. I am what I am, not what you think makes me free. Well, I am what I am, not what you would make me to be.
Religion of One. Great song from Mr. Dylan McCord. All right. Kurt, why don't you jump in the mix here? We'll get Mr. Kind Kurt to play a song or two for us. And, I missed you this afternoon. I went out and jammed a little bit with Mr. Kevin Clawton before the radio program here. And we played a Molly Tuttle song that was fun. Do you know who she is? She's like bluegrass. Molly Tuttle. Are you familiar?
Is she from around here?
No, I don't think so.
But she was name like that.
But she's probably performed here. Kurt, grab your mic. I know she's won like Grammy after Grammy as far as like best bluegrass guitarist. I mean, she's
blowing up right now.
She's pretty talented. But anyway, it was fun and we missed you. So,
well, hopefully I will be able to join you the next time because I have had a lot of fun.
Next week, are you available? I think there's probably not time to talk about. Yeah, next week I'm excited. We've got a big show next week. Kind of fitting that we got kind of a easy going one today, considering the weather. This week's going to be really cold. You guys out there, keep yourselves warm and keep your eye out for people. Older folks or anyone who might need a hand when the weather gets like this. It's dangerous. Actually, it can get so cold in the next few days. It's supposed to have some snow too. So, anyway, just give a hand if it's needed. All right, it's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. We are just about top of the hour here, 5 o'clock on the 15th of February, not the 1st of February. We're back in the real time here, and we had a great conversation with my friend Brian Johnson. Brian J goes by these days, performing under that name, and you can find him online, Brian J Music. But real talented young writer, producer, and just all-around good guy. So appreciate Brian and love what he's doing. Great new music coming from Warrenton now. He's up there. He's up there at the university. Anyway, okay. So it is KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. We are on the web at kopn.org. It is your imagination station, and we love being here for you. 53 years, 54 years now, I think it is. 53.
How many?
52.
52?
1973.
52,
Yeah, okay, so 52. And in fact, we have a pledge drive coming up in the next few weeks, celebrating our birthday. So
awesome.
maybe asking you to dig into your wallets here in the next couple of weeks to help keep this radio program.
Like right now, if they'd like
yeah,
to.
Online they can do it, right?
Anytime, yeah.
KOPN,
get a head start.
KOPN.org.
Do it.
Donate securely online. Get ahead of the gang, and then you won't have to worry about it when we start asking you for money in a few weeks. All right? So you say I already did it, and you can just kind of tune it out.
Yeah, no, that was a in between pledge drive. We're talking about this pledge drive.
All right, so.
Appreciate
Kurt,
everything.
What do you have? You just want to play one, or you want to tell me about it? You usually aren't much for telling stories about them, but I always like a little background.
Yeah.
And how do you like my lighting, by the way?
I do like the crazy mood light.
Yeah, it made a difference. It really did. I could tell.
Yeah, like it reminds me of like I don't know, something like.
We really need to start live streaming
from the
show.
Stacks or something, or maybe like
We really need to start live streaming the show that
we do actually,
where we do like a video live stream. I think that would be really cool.
This is I don't really know even what to say about this one, Mike. I know you like this one. You like the. I'll try to do the Crimson Moon for you.
Yeah, I do. That's one of my favorites. Okay, this is
maybe we'll take from it what you will.
It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. Kind Kurt. And this is Crimson Moon.
Crimson moon light my way. In this darkness do I no longer wish to stay. Hungry I have been for days. Deliver me, Jah, I and I pray. 5,000 years of slavery. Tell me, Lord, for how many more must I feel the presence of this stranger, the devil who is lurking out my door? How much more, 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 how much more? Crystal laden fields of green fill my mind and heart with kind purity. Deliver my eyes from the horrors they have seen, so that one day I too may be free. Walk along this road I travel. This path is for I and I alone. Though many have passed this way before me, it's up to me to find my I can rest in my bones, 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 Crimson moon, light my way. Crimson moon, is that one?
That is another great song. Kind Kurt.
It's like
right?
a prayer to like.
That one's
I
called
don't know,
Crimson Moon.
Find my way out of.
Great song, dude. Great song.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man.
All right, so let's.
I love being here on the show. I gotta say, I just really love what you guys are doing here. It's so awesome to be here tonight. Thank you, Mike.
We've got your microphones where they are, so why don't you play another
Did you
one
mute
for
me
us?
again?
No, no,
Oh, okay.
no.
I'm
This is a
I'm
not
used
this
to being
time.
turned down. Or
Turned off.
completely.
Do you want
I
to?
turn a lot of people off. I found, Mike.
Not me.
You want to play another one?
Sir. Yeah, I would love to. Let's see what.
It's Kind Kurt, by the way, playing some songs for us this afternoon.
Yeah, let's see. What do I? What
Don't
shall
record
I
in
play
the
for you,
house as
gentlemen? For
You are.
most likely, I do. Like, what's a little newer one, maybe?
You guys are banging your guitars around enough.
To hell with those guitars. They don't cost us anything.
They're expensive instruments. Or valuable is probably a better way to put it. All right, it's Kind Kurt on Open Mic Radio. KOPN Columbia.
Yeah, let's try this one. halfway through, Mike, and then you just wish like, oh my goodness,
squirrel
I
off.
need to get out of this just as quick as I can.
Get out of the circle. What's going on?
Woo! What's happening here now? Anyway, that's what happens when you like start playing something that you haven't really. Yeah.
How do I make it stop?
That's pretty new. So
right,
anyway,
it's
sometimes it works out. And it's all right.
No, it sounds
It
great.
did.
I love it. If you wouldn't have said anything, I wouldn't have known. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia.
It's a great seed of a song.
89.5.
That's exactly it. It is a
FM.
seed of a song, I will say.
And hope you're having a great afternoon out there. We're playing some music for you this afternoon, and it's a nice day to be sitting at home, snuggled up.
Not outside.
Not outside, yeah. Kurt, you want to do one more? Or you want to switch over? Why don't we have Dylan do one?
Well,
and
I
then-
need to at least like wet my whistle here a little
Yeah, do
bit.
that. So we'll get Dylan to play another song for us, and I will remind you that you're listening to Open Mic Radio on KOPN Columbia, and I have to read. Hold on, I did ragtag. All right, that's the only one I had.
Data points and details.
All right, so but I can just tell you that the Columbia Civic Orchestra presents the fiddle tradition at the Missouri Theater on Sunday, February 23rd, 7:30 p.m. The concert features 3 unique styles of fiddling: the Norwegian Hardanger fiddle, traditional Missouri fiddling, and Irish fiddling, with brand new orchestral arrangements. The concert concludes with movements from Amy Beach's Gaelic Symphony from 1896, and
Gaelic Symphony from 1896.
yes, it's the first symphony composed and published by an American woman. More information available at the Columbia Civic Orchestra's Facebook page. That's the 23rd of February, coming up in a week or two, right? All right, so yeah, actually a week and a day. So yeah, okay. And you guys, if you just want to jam, we got plenty of time. So let's just we'll turn these mics on, and we'll get the levels comfortable, and I will turn it over to these gentlemen and let them play some songs for us for the next little bit here. Okay, Dylan McCord, Kind Kurt in the studio with me this afternoon. Shout out to all the people listening. I appreciate you, and yeah.
Ran after us for
I was talking to Clark yesterday, and he told me that he thought that one of the main purposes of this show was to cheer people up. And I said, what do you mean? And he goes, well, the world's a rough place, and a lot of people, it's not easy just being. And it was such a simple and obvious observation. I mean, we all know that life is hard and the world is difficult, and we all have our personal struggles. But Clark kind of just made it obvious, and he said, "I think that that's what we do, is we cheer people up." And he said, even if it's ourselves.
That is no. I mean, that is definitely the opportunity
Right?
presented us. Is
Yeah,
we have
and
the
I
opportunity to do
thought
one.
he's certainly right about that.
Yeah.
This show
Oh,
makes me
Clark.
feel good, and
Yeah.
and I hope that it makes.
Clark, I hope you're listening, and I hope this makes you feel good.
Yeah, he's the best, and I appreciate everybody else out there, and I hope you enjoy the show, and hope it makes you feel good or makes you laugh or something. So
Something. I hope it makes you
It
feel
is always
something.
something.
yeah,
That
yeah.
is
That really-
beneficial to your process in
just,
life.
just something, right? So, anyway, without further delay, I will zip it, and I will turn it over to Mr. Dylan and Mr. Kind Kurt.
That's a hell of a segue to the song that I really wanted to play, which is Settle. Because I don't think that any of us should ever settle for a thing that's lesser than what we are capable of.
I endorse
There's-
that position.
There's a whole lot of story here in this song. This is called Settle. And don't settle for what you know in your heart is right. And don't allow the world to dictate you to move in another direction, because that's some blah, blah, blah.
Speaking some truth there.
I'm just trying to uphold to some FCC regulations here, or whatever whatever place regulates us. They say it's the way They control us, they control us, deny this way with all that you are. Have faith in your hope and the love for one another. Deny the walls they used to separate. Don't settle on the ways you love. Don't settle on the ways you die. Don't settle on the harm you bring. Don't settle on the hate in your eyes. Don't settle on the ways you love and the ways you die. Is the time to stand up and fight. You know what is right. You can feel it deep inside. I've been alone without a way to find my road, but I walk and find the place I go home. Don't settle on the ways you love. Don't settle on the ways you die. Don't settle on the harm you bring. Don't settle on the hate in your eyes. Don't settle on the ways you love and the ways you die. Don't settle on the ways you love and the ways you die. They say it's the way they control us. Yes, they troll us. Deny this way with all that you are. Have faith in your hope and the love we feel for each other, and deny the walls they used to separate. Don't settle on the ways we love. Settle on the ways we die. Don't settle on the harm we bring. Don't settle on the hate in our eyes. Don't settle on who we love or why they die. Don't settle on who we love or how they die. Don't settle on who we love or how they die. Yeah, I mean every word of that.
Very nice. All right. Again, Mr. Dylan McCord. That one's called Settle. And you listen to it here. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. We are enjoying being on the air with you this afternoon. Hope things are good for you out there.
Columbia, Missouri.
Columbia, Missouri. 2025.
In a world.
In a world? What a world. What a world. What a world. All right. Hey, Kurt, I'm going to play. I got a text from my buddy Adam Wilson. I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna play Solace, this song that Adam sent me. We played it a couple of weeks ago, but it's relatively new, and it's a great song.
One of Adam's songs?
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
Hi, Adam.
He play that in here?
I don't know if he. I don't know if he played it. I don't know if it's one of the ones that he performed here in the studio, but I think that we played it once on the air. But it's a hell of a song, and we'll give you guys a break. We'll go have a smoke break, and then we'll.
Are you trying to tell us to shut up?
No, I want to hear this one from Adam. Though it's awesome. And when we come back, we'll hear a couple more from each Kurt and Dylan.
From each Kurt?
Yeah, there's more than one Kurt.
No. Trust me, there is.
All right.
And it's a hard thing to manage on a daily basis.
They're from both Kurt and Dylan when we get back. All right. Check this one out, though. This is our good friend Adam Wilson, and a cool song that he released recently, and it is called Solace. You're listening to it here on Open Mic Radio.
Great song.
Life don't need a reason. Keep trying to find one. Maybe if I can keep it. But you tell me if I'm too fucked up. Trying to sow my peace, but I use too much. Baby, you know me, better stop them. I got problems. The way you talk to me when it's just us, just talking. What you tell me if I'm too fucked up? Solid. What? Solid. What? The way you talk me, it's just me. Solid. Existing over my head. The way you talk me, it's just me. Solid. Existing over my head. This dream died in my bed. Solid, solid. The way you talk me, it's just me. Solid, existing over my head. The way you talk me, it's just me. Solid, existing over my head. This dream died in my bed. Solid, solid. My nonsense, no problem, and it's all good. Digging in my skin. You said my scars are pretty. You ain't my doctor, baby. Wouldn't mind if you love me, but I'm all on this substance. Would you tell me if I'm too fucked up? Trying to sow my peace, but I use too much. She got a bit more patience than I can't keep running myself. Keep on the trail, walk safely with me. Try to save some help, baby. Solid. Can feel it, I'm fading. Solid. Listen, I hate it. Solid. Don't even have to try, baby. Solid. Can feel it, I'm fading. Solid. When you talk, it's just me. Solid. It's just me.
Man, oh man. All right. That is Adam Wilson, wonderful local singer, songwriter, producer. That's called Solace, and great song from Adam Wilson. And yeah, very cool stuff. Another wonderful part of the music collective here in the greater Columbia area. All right, and you're listening to it here on Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. Great to be with you this afternoon. Stick around. Rosh Shumba and a reggae party coming at you, 6 o'clock until 8 o'clock. And we'll be here until then, all right? We got about 30 minutes or so. So I figure we can get a couple more from Dylan, a couple more from Kurt, and then we're going to close the show out with one that I've been saving from Brian J., who we spoke with earlier in the program. Yeah, in fact, Dylan, I got a note from Brian. He said put me in touch. So I'm going to share. I'm going to do a little text thing between the three of us, and you guys can say hi.
Love to work with him.
Yeah, he's good. Okay. I'm looking at the Rose Music Hall website right now to see what's happening there tonight.
It's things and stuff.
February 15th, Rocky Jaw.
Got nothing there.
With special guest Took the CEO and performances by GMR Lambo, Marjal, Trapo Z, and Varsity. Okay, it must be a hip-hop show tonight at Rose. And
we got no more context for you on this matter.
That's all I have. Now, I wonder what's happening at the Blue Note.
Also things and stuff.
Am I like...
And Kurt from the way back.
Did you look at the Blue Note, Kurt? No, Cody Jinks. That's May
Cody Jinks
May 29th. He's a pretty popular country artist, right?
Yeah, I got a little bit of history with him.
Really? Have you?
Yeah.
Tell us the story.
Well, I remember working with him way back in the day at the Snorty Horse.
He got a couple good songs actually.
Yeah.
Very unique voice.
Yeah. No, it's definitely his own, and he's got a really. I mean, it's got like records. You can hear all the records on a shelf, and obviously there's a lot of country there, but he's got his own sound. And, he's a really cool guy. He's got a really kind demeanor and just that kind of punk rock. No, I'm just playing my music. Stop messing with me, man.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's cool.
All right, that's very cool. Well, that's coming up on May 29th. That's probably one of those Summerfest shows. That one's probably going to be outside if I had to guess. Tonight at the Blue Note is the Muse Pole Fitness 13th annual showcase. So that's people swinging around on poles.
I just went and delivered the pole structure, the truss arch structure, and set that up this morning.
Wow, is it? I'm sure it has to be quite sturdy.
It is. It's 24 wide. There's two poles on one structure. It's 24 foot wide. Front to back is 16.
All right, well, anyway, I'm looking at these photos. I'm not laughing. I'm laughing.
No, it's really cool.
And it's
man.
not funny. I find it sort of interesting that they do a show, though. At any rate, it's
paramount to like a gymnastics thing. I mean, the amount of skill and strength
it's
that they
ridiculous
present.
strength that these girls have.
I couldn't do it, man. I can barely bend down to pick a nickel up.
So, since I was in the green room at the time, I was not here. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Which
no.
green room?
I returned from
Squirrels.
I got to lower Kurt's mic because he's about to scream Rosh Shumba.
Rajuma?
We need some compression on
Rajuma?
What were you going to say?
Did you already cover like Berlin, like Cafe
No.
Berlin, and like I didn't know exactly what you were talking about. Blue Note.
All I did was Rose. I talked about the hip hop
venues.
show, and then and Blue Note. Those are the only two that I mentioned.
You did talk about Rose with the Rocky J.
Rocky J, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
And Took the CEO. That's awesome.
That's a great name.
love it.
Took the CEO.
Not the Took the.
Duh.
The CEO.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
All right.
Anyway, Cafe Berlin is Hannah Kanhasi and DJ K. Kareem?
Kareem. Yeah, DJ Kareem. Yeah.
Okay, well,
he's
that's
cool.
not how they have it.
So that's going to be like an electronic show as well? Or
Probably
what do they do?
Mixed media. I mean, they'll probably do a little bit of singing, a little bit of DJing, a little
And
bit
then it
of
says
this.
karaoke early, so...
Yeah.
I know a girl named Karaoke. Sorry. Anyway.
I might be like...
Rando Calrissian.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Her name's Carolyn Oakey, but we call her Carrie.
Carolyn.
Anyway, Carrie.
Okay.
Okay.
Dark.
Dylan, Dad joke's coming. All right. I almost called you Lucas. Now I'm thinking you're my son over there. So, all right.
Anyway, out at 8 o'clock, if you want to go over and check out at the dive bar.
What's happening there tonight?
Tonight we got Warren Stylus. That's just Warren Stylus.
Warren Stylus. That's sort of a joke, right? As in Warren? Yep. Warren Stylus?
Yep.
Right? Some kind of record.
That's pretty clever. That's pretty clever. Little alias.
Yeah.
Play on words.
Yeah. Anyway, that's at 8 o'clock tonight, and I'm sure that'll be.
Well, we know there's nothing happening by the river except a bunch of cold weather.
Oh, there's always something
water
happening by the
running by.
river.
We really need some more venues here in town. So please do that, somebody.
Let's find a way.
All right.
I'm doing my business. Let's get the Missouri Theater open back up.
We're trying.
If you got anything though happening, and
Or
you
the Hall
want to
Theater,
promote
pardon
it,
me.
call in and let us know. We got a few more minutes.
In the
so we can do
meantime,
that.
let's get more music, okay?
In the meantime,
remember the band that was called Space Hog? And
Yes.
they had a song called Meantime. It was a great song.
In the meantime, they also had Space Dog, bad word we can't say on radio.
All right, it's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. A couple more songs from Dylan and Kurt before we slide out of here, okay? All right, Kurt, will you do me a favor and slide your mic over toward Dylan, and then we'll see what Mr. McCord's got for us. What are you going to do, Dylan?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm going to do What's My Name? Well, I'm going to tune.
what's my name?
All right, so while Dylan is tuning, I will tell you that you're listening to Open Mic Radio on KOPN Columbia. Stick around, Rashumba and Reggae Party coming at us. 6 o'clock till 8 o'clock. Blues on Broadway after that. And Flight to Infinity, what's it called? Rhythms of the Future at 11 o'clock, all right? Great stuff, though, even if I get the names wrong, okay? So, all right, it's Dylan McCord. Kurt can't stop singing about Rashumba, but...
He gets so excited about Rashumba.
Well,
it's nary creepy.
yeah, lay off, all right? All right, so...
Don't get yourself put on a list.
I'll be right back. Can you guys hang on just a minute? I'm gonna step outside and see if Russian is on his way.
All right, let's hear something from Dylan here.
A song called What's My Name? Level the ground, level the field, take it all away, tell me how does it feel? The war is not over, lives on these shores where the good stand up and ask for more. And I heard a tale that all empires rise but eventually fail. This is our land and we are in pain. There are no winners, 'cause this is no game. Restore my heart. You can't listen in waves. Well, I know that it might seem hard, but no good journey is done the easy way. And if this is my fate, tell me what is the game? What is my purpose? What is my name? Are you the left or are you the right? Is there no middle left to fight? We all the lost, no directions to give. Yeah, we worry ourselves, thought the famous ones live. And I heard him say, there are no battles that we could not face. Will I grow strong, bear fruit in many ways? Or will I wither on the vine in the heat of the day? Restore my heart. You can't listen in waves. Well, I know that it might seem hard, but no good journey is done the easy way. And if this is my fate, tell me what is the game? What is my purpose? And what is my name? Level the ground, level the field, take it all away, tell me how does it feel?
Woo! Yeah.
Thank you, brothers. Yar. Yar.
Yar. All right, I love it. It is 5:41 now on the 15th of February, and we are going to hear another song from Mr. Kind Kurt. How about that? We'll slide it over, and then I think we get probably one more from each of you, maybe two. We'll go one, and maybe one more if we have time. Okay.
And then the closeout jam.
Well, we got the closeout jam, and we also have one song from Bummy that we have, or
Nice.
from Brian that we're gonna hear before the end of the show. All right, so Kurt, why don't you play one for us? All right, it's Open Mic Radio. Okay.
Brain squirrels.
Yeah, brain squirrels, man. Let's start that one. Let's do it over, man. All right. Call this one Pipe Dream. In That's the American dream. All there is in this life. I've seen your kind before in my dreams. Therefore, take me a river as you seem. Before I'm on to your America dream. Thank you.
Very nice. All right. Kind Kurt, that's that song called Pipe Dream,
Yes.
and a nice little percussion accompaniment there
Yeah.
from Mr. Dylan McCord. All right, it's
Get
Open
the
Mic
word
Radio,
out.
and Dylan, you want to play another one?
Deal.
All right, let's not waste any time. Let's do one more. All right.
Well, sure.
All right.
Dude, so, context and history, Kurt and I go back all the way to the Holy Frog days. So
Oh,
that
man.
would be
Yeah.
98, 99,
Which you can
2000.
find on all your streaming services.
Yes, and the dopest shirts you can find.
Yeah, that was Toby Epstein and Kurt
Yeah.
back in the day. Those guys were
Yeah.
jamming. So,
Yeah, man.
all right, cool.
Get your ass down here, Tobias. Come
I would
on,
love to
come
see
on.
Toby down here. We
What
got
are
to.
you
I love
going
you,
on?
Toby.
All right, let's have another one from Dylan.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Better Day.
Good.
A lot of my music is kind of apocalyptic. I've been heard it described, but it's just a way for me to deal with the huge weight that this world provides for us. This song is just a reminder to myself and the listeners of said song to remember that the possibility of a better day is always present. So you just have to learn how to see it.
I believe in a better day. Something changes when you're about to break. You could fall or run away or wait around and tribulate. But who is strong if you're not strong today? Well, who is strong if you're not strong today? Well, I know this life
has ran you hard. It has you wasted and torn apart. You're a polished shell with a broken core. Your faith is out to sea while you're waiting on the shores. But who is strong if you're not strong today? Well, who is strong if you're not strong today? Well, I know you might feel useless, but it's not right to feel that way. March on through the hard times and believe when we see we will have a better day. I believe in a better day. Something changes when you're about to break.
Love it. Better day. How about it? All right.
Yeah.
Kurt, if you got we got time for one more. If we make it quick, maybe not a real long one though. Okay.
No.
Okay. Cool. All right. Dylan McCord, Kind Kurt Kitson in the studio. We'll get one more from Kurt here, and we'll get right to it. It's Open Mic Radio, KOP Columbia.
This is Learn.
Make up your room and the take door. Stand
Yeah. Thanks, fellas. That's it for me. For right now, anyway. We can go for a walk outside. Gaze up the blue sky. Sit all day. Either way, it'll be okay. I love you guys. You know
I love you more than I can talk about.
Thanks, Mike.
All righty. How about it, everyone? All right, that's our own Kind Kurt, and that's a song called Learn.
Everybody's
dude.
very own.
Very, very cool. All right, Dylan and Kurt, both of you, thank you very much.
Thank you, fellas, for
Awesome.
making my
Wonder
day.
Triple
Wonder
man.
Triple Powers, activate.
Y5.
You know, I was going to play a song called Doorways by Brian J. We're a little tight on time, so I think we're going to save that one for next week, or we'll just keep it in the pocket here. But
go look out Brian J.
Shout
man.
out to Brian.
That's really dope.
Yeah.
had
He's
a great
doing good
time
stuff.
speaking with him earlier this afternoon during the show. If you missed it, you can get the podcast in a few days. All right. Okay. So, Brian J. Fantastic stuff. By the way, I'm glad you're making music out there, dude. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
All right?
Slow clap.
Hopefully, lots more in the future from him. Lots more from Mr. Kind Kurt. Lots more from Mr. Dylan McCord.
Yeah.
Yes.
Coming up in the future, I hope as well.
I got an opportunity to play that second one I did there again sometime.
Yeah. I mean, we got to add some yard to the situation, really.
Well, I will.
We'll get our chops down maybe a little bit next time.
Chopsticks?
Hey, I tell you what, you guys, you both sound up.
I mean, I like
amazing,
chopsticks
so.
to help me get food in my face hole.
Oh, yeah. Love it.
All right,
And
next
these
week
taco belts.
we have Real Fest. We're going to do a show with Jesse from King Theodore Records.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to talk about Real Fest, and we're going to talk about, we're not going to talk about anything else, but the Comancheros and DeGrave will both be performing.
Oh.
Did you know about the Comancheros buying blue guitar?
No, I didn't know that. What?
They're.
I know Tanner, but he's the only guy in the band that I really know.
And the drummer, I'm forgetting his name. Sorry, guy. But I think they're now part owners or something. But something just happened with that. So
Well, we'll talk. We'll talk
Yeah.
about it next week with those guys. All right.
We'll go find out.
All right. So the Comancheros and DeGrave next week. The 1st of March we have Lifeline. 22nd of March we have Crooked Fix. Andrew Ryan on the 4th or the 5th of April.
Those cats are dope.
Live Remote from Gumbo Bottoms in
Nice.
April. Secular Era on the 26th of April. We have Wilson Park Rangers, Pink Houses, the Off Grid Band. A bunch of great stuff coming in the spring. Okay.
This has been so much fun.
All right. It
Super
is.
dope.
It is a pleasure. And
Welcome to Mike
my email.
Open Mic
Stick around
Radio.
for a Zumba. You will love it.
My email address is mikehagan at mikehagan.com. The website, mikehagan.com, podcast, etc. Send me music if you want to appear on the show. And that's about it. All right, it's a wrap. All right.
And make sure when you see Mr. Mike Hagan that you say thank you for all the work that he puts into
Hopefully
our
nobody
community.
recognizes me out there. You've been listening to Open Mic
Oh, it's
Radio.
really easy to see him. He's
Thanks for tuning in, folks.
It's hard to see me.
We
I'm
love
small.
Be
Open
kind
Mic
to yourselves and
Radio.
kind to each other.
KOPN Columbia, all right? It's been Open Mic Radio. I hope you all enjoy the weekend. Be cool to yourself, cool to other people out there. Stick around, Rashimba, and we will catch you all next week. Kurt and Dylan, get us out of here, gentlemen.